Hi everyone, Bhavishya this side. In the previous lecture, we talked about switches, flooding, forwarding. I missed out a concept of aging. So basically, when switch receives a frame, it checks for its source address. If the source address is not present, then it creates the entry, and this making of entry is called dynamic entry. So dynamic entry comes with a default time of 300 seconds, equivalent to 5 minutes. If in that particular time before expiring, if it receives the same frame of having the same source address, the time gets refreshed to 300 seconds. If that time goes expire, then the entry gets purged or deleted. So this was the concept of aging. Now let's get forward to new day, new concept. So we have IP addresses for today. We learn it in a very basic format. So there are two types of IP address, version 4 and version 6. We'll not talk about version 6, we'll talk about the version 4. So version 4 is when we have 32 bits. So let me give a small definition of IP address. So IP address is a logical address given to any devices. Now we are talking about the version 4. So version 4 consists of 32 bits. So when we the basic format to write it is 8 bits separated by dot, 8 bits separated by dot, 8 bits separated by dot, 8 bits. So in this 8 bits we use, the range is 0 to 255. Remember this, we use the range of 0 to 255, and we have some classes for that. We have made A to E classes. So in class A, the range is from 0 to 127. When we talk about 127, so it is reserved for some special cases. Then we have class B. So in class B, we have from 128 to 191. Then we have class C, which is from 192 to 223. Then we have class D from 124 to 224 to 239, and this is basically reserved for multicasting purposes. After that we have class D, which is from 240 to 255, and this is also reserved for experimental use or research purposes. Now there are some special IP addresses like 0.0.0.0. So this is basically used for our default routing. We'll understand this concept when we'll understand DHCP. The another IP address is 255.255.255.255. So this is address for broadcasting. So I have a question for you. Verify if this IP address is correct or not. The IP address is, let's suppose, 10.192.257.0. Is it a correct IP address? No, it's not, because the third, when I said the IP address, there I include 257, which was out of the range, which I told you initially, from 0 to 255. So this is an invalid IP address. So if you want to check to which class the IP address belongs to, so we check the first 8 bits of the IP address. So if it ranges from anything out of 0 to 255, we can check it directly from the 5 different classes. So this was it for this video. See you in the next one.